Hi everybody and welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys 5 common mistakes that some deer hunters make that can ruin your hunt. One mistake that many hunters make is overhunting their hot spots. By overhunting a spot, I don't mean wiping out the whole deer population and leaving not many deer left, but I'm talking about overhunting it by going out to that stand too much, because every time that you go out to a stand you're making noise to get up there and out to your spot, and that can scare off a lot of deer. If you consistently hunt a spot, the deer might start to notice, hey, this person keeps hunting during the daylight hours, so I'm only going to come out during the nighttime hours after dark when the hunters aren't out, where I feel more safe. One way to tell if you're overhunting your deer hunting spot is to check your trail camera. If you rarely get pictures of deer during the daylight hours and you're getting lots of deer pictures during the night hours, that's a good sign that you could be overhunting your area. Or maybe you're spending too much time at your stand. It doesn't matter whether you're hunting at your spot or doing something like ATVing or checking your trail camera every day. If you're at your spot a lot of the time, it's not normal for the deer and they're not going to want to move when you're out. And it doesn't really matter what you do, they're probably not going to want to be out at your spot while you're at the spot. Now that we've gone over a few mistakes that some hunters make to draw deer away from their land and away from daytime hours, I'm going to now tell you guys some mistakes that deer hunters make when it matters the most, which is when they're out in the field or in the woods chasing after that big buck. One huge mistake that many deer hunters make is being too impatient. Deer hunting can get long and tiring at times, but you cannot get that giant buck when you're sitting at home. If you hunt for 5 or 6 hours, your chances of getting a deer are a whole lot higher than if you hunt for 1 or 2 hours. Deer are really unpredictable and you can't really predict when they're going to come to a spot. You can use things like trail cameras to help you make predictions, but you really never know when they come because they are wild animals. Patience is one of the biggest keys to being a successful hunter, so make sure that you're not impatient and that you give the deer some time to come to you before you give up on a spot. The next mistake I'm going to be talking about is not considering your scent and the wind direction. A deer's sense of smell is 500 to 1,000 times greater than a human's sense of smell, which is crazy high. This makes it so deer could smell you from over a mile away if the wind is in the right direction. So when you're considering which spots to hunt at, make sure that you know what the wind direction is going to be, and if the deer are going to be downwind from where you're sitting, then that's not good. In that case, you might want to choose a different spot to hunt at because they could easily smell you. So let's say this piece of water right here is my deer hot spot. That's where the deer like to go. And let's say the wind is blowing that way towards it. Then I wouldn't want to sit right over here to hunt because then the wind's going to be blowing from me directly to the deer and they're going to smell me and run away. So instead, I could take a different angle, or maybe somewhere like up here, where since the wind's blowing this way, it shouldn't be a problem, because now if there's deer over there, they may smell me, but I know that there's not many deer that come in from over there that are in that area in general. They're mostly over here, so this is a safe spot to sit. You can also use different scents and sprays that take away your human smells, so that way the deer don't notice you as easily and you have a lower chance of being smelled. The last mistake I'm going to be talking about in this video is being too loud. Just like all of deer's senses, their hearing is also really strong. If a deer hears you talking, 99% of the time they're gonna flee. Some hunters think it's okay to talk as long as they don't see any deer out at the time, but there could be a deer right over the hill in the distance, or it could be really close and just not easy to see at the time. And a deer isn't usually just gonna expose themselves into the open without checking and making sure they don't smell anything or hear anything. And the only reason big bucks become big bucks is because they're really smart. Oftentimes they'll use their sense of smell and hearing and sight to make sure an area is safe before they go into it. So that's why you have to limit your scent, talking, and basically sight. You don't want to be moving a ton. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video, and I hope this helps you. You can click over here if you want to see a few signs that tell you where you hit on a deer, or you can click over here if you want to see my deer that I got this year. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video, and thanks for watching.